Hey, yo, what is up, guys? This is the kid, DC Wrestling, back at it again with another video. And obviously, man, very, very sad day for the wrestling community. As y'all see, man, Scott Hall passing away today, man, and just it sucks. I hate talking about these kind of moments. I hate thinking about these kind of moments, man, and it sucks. But it's death is something that's gonna come to all of us, and today it came to Scott Hall. So now for those who have been out of the loop, who don't know what's going on, basically, man, what happened with Scott Hall? He had hip surgery. And basically, man, he suffered 3 heart attacks due to the complication of the hip surgery. And he was put on life support. And, there's Kevin Nash put out a tweet saying, like, hey, we're going to take him off life support. There's nothing else that we could really do. All we could really do is just send in our prayers and stuff like that. So, yeah. And as y'all saw, WWE put it out. X-Pac put it out that unfortunately Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, is no longer with us. And dude, it sucks. It really does, man. It sucks. Rest in peace to Scott Hall. I mean, in my opinion, one of the greatest wrestlers to not win a world championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of insane to me because Nash won the big one. Hogan won the big one. But, Scott Hall just never won the big one. But I don't know how you guys are religious wise and all that stuff, but like hopefully, man, Scott Hall is at a place where he is no longer suffering, where he is no longer dealing with all this pain, that he's been dealing with. And obviously we know how very public Scott Hall is with his demons. So hopefully he's no longer suffering anymore. But yeah, man, I can go on and on about Scott Hall, man, but rest in peace, man, to the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Scott Hall said himself in his Hall of Fame speech, man, which I looked back at that quote over and over and over again, man, and it's insane. But yeah, rest in peace to the bad boy. Well, the bad guy. So anyways, let's get into this Raw review, man, because obviously Raw took place tonight in Jacksonville, Florida, and one of the big things coming out of the show tonight was like, where's Cody? Is Cody showing up? Is Cody showing up? Are we gonna get Cody? What's up? And as we saw, man, Cody didn't show up. So, everyone who had that thought, well, who knows? He probably was gonna show up. But again, Cody is not on Raw. He didn't show up tonight. Rollins is left hopeless. God knows what Rollins is now going to do for WrestleMania. And overall, man, tonight, I thought Raw, overall, man, this was a dual episode of Monday Night Raw. Like, we are 3 weeks out. We're about 3 weeks out, man, from WrestleMania. And it just like outside of maybe the championship matches, outside of the celebrity matches, then AJ and Edge, I'm looking at this WrestleMania and it's just like, oh, now I'm not saying it should be a bad WrestleMania in any sense. It should still be like a pretty good WrestleMania, but it's just, I don't know, like WWE, I feel like they need to build up WrestleMania better. Like, dog, this is your biggest show of the year, your biggest show of the pay-per-view, and you got to make the pay-per-view look and seem important. But we had Kevin Owens come out to the ring. We got a AO tribute to the Hall of Famer Scott Hall, and Owens is like, man, I'm happy. I'm the happiest Canadian of all time because I'm not just going to WrestleMania 38. No, I'm going to the main event because my guest for the KO show will be none other than the WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin. And, Owens goes on about how his WrestleMania chances were looking bad, but he had the idea to challenge the Texan who embodies the rest of the yellow tooth Texas. And, you had a USA chant there. So, yeah. And yeah, man, Kevin Owens is like, Stone Cold, when you show up, you are going to get the brakes beat off you at WrestleMania, pretty much. There's Rachel Buck. There are rumors going around that Seth versus Finn versus Damian for the U.S. Championship. Rachel, that is not a bad idea. Clearly they're not going to have Cody for Mania. Because I'm going to be real with you, that was really the only match that seemed, in a sense, right for Rollins, like a big marquee matchup, I guess you can say. But if that's the rumor, Seth, Finn, Damian, I don't have a problem with that. If that's what they're gonna do, well, they need to hurry up and insert Rollins into that, because clearly, if he's not, then God knows what for Mania. You know what I mean? Like I don't want Rollins to be on the sidelines again like he was WrestleMania 32. Like Rollins, after what he's been doing, he does not need to be on the sidelines. Especially because they're back again in AT&T Stadium. So yeah, they most definitely. But like I said, man, speaking of Finn Balor and Damian Priest, man, we had our first match of the night. It was the U.S. champion Finn Balor taking on Damian Priest, and I thought this was a solid match between the two guys. But you saw Austin Theory come out there, which is like, what the heck is Austin Theory doing out there? But then again, it might, you talked about Rollins being in this match. It looks like, well, I won't say Theory because Theory has this match, but yeah, Theory was out here, and he was getting in Balor's face and everything. And Balor's like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, get out of here. But we saw Damian Priest take advantage. Damian Priest gets the win. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened, man. And Austin Theory attacks and takes a selfie with Balor after the match. So maybe this might be the feud after Mania, Theory and Balor for the U.S. title. It seems like it because Theory's doing his own thing. He's got Pat McAfee for Mania, so it's like you can't really insert him into this match for Mania whatsoever because you can't. But yeah, either way, man, Damian Priest gets the win there. Damian Priest getting that heel heat, getting booed. So yeah. All right, so next we had Omos versus Commander Azeez. And you know what, man? I know a lot of people don't like Omos. I get that. I know a lot of you are like, oh, screw Omos. Like Omos is boring. Omos need to get out of here. You know what I mean? Rachel Buck again. Are you mad that Cody is / or not come to WWE and if he works for Ring of Honor? I'm not mad that Cody is coming. I'm at the point where I'm like, Cody's going to do Cody. Even when he left AEW, I wasn't like, oh, how dare Cody leaves AEW? Because, like, AEW is good. Everybody was, like, tripping when Cody left. I'm like, dude, you guys got a stacked roster. Y'all going to be good. But I'm not mad if Cody comes to WWE because if he doesn't, he doesn't. Oh, well, WWE in and of itself, the wheel's going to keep turning. So, like, it's not like they're going to need, Cody Rhodes to steal the ship. So like it don't really matter. It don't really matter with me. But if he works for Ring of Honor, like because I heard like people were saying, oh, they're gonna do the Ring of Honor invasion, and hey, if it happens, it happens. Hopefully, if they do that, make it look good. You know what I'm saying? Like make it look great. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I'm not that mad. I'm not mad at all actually about that whole situation. So yeah, man, Omos yells out and then hits this chokeslam powerbomb and gets the win over Commander Azeez. And I mean, this was your typical Omos match, man. Sweet, to the point, and you can tell, man, that they are building up this guy, Omos, man, like getting the win over Commander Azeez. Attacking Apollo Crews like he did after the match, like you already know fully well that these guys are committed with Omos. And like it or not, man, Omos is going to be around unless WWE decides that they don't want nothing to do with them. Like Omos is gonna be there for a while, so it is what it is at the end of the day. But we get Kevin Owens backstage. He approaches Seth Rollins, and Owens is like, Rollins, like, there's still a way you can get into WrestleMania 38. Like, I understand, man, things are tough, but tough times don't last, and tough guys do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got this. You can. There's a way, and then that's where Rollins is like, you're right. You know what? You're right, Owens. There is a way, and Rollins does his typical laugh and stuff like that, and he leaves. So, like, Owens is like, well, looks like I helped the visionary come up with the vision. So, yeah, we had Liv Morgan taking on one half of the women's tag team champions, Zelina Vega. All right, first off, you already know that Vega and Carmella are going to lose the titles. I think everybody in this chat room, everybody that's watching this live stream right now would know fully where that they're losing the titles, right? Because, like, first off, this whole story, like, I don't know why they're I kind of get it, but, like, I just kind of find it lame. They're implementing this whole not Cody, but this Carmella and Corey storyline, into this. I'm just like, I'm not really digging it. This Corey and Carmella, like, everybody already know, like, I don't watch the show, so, like, why are you putting that, in this? Like, I don't really care for it, honestly. Like, Zelina and Carmella, their days are numbered as tag team champs. Like, they're not going to be tag team champs. It's going to be Team Bad winning it all over again. So, we got another comment from C Nation Dog. Seth freaking Rollins. The Kevin Owens thing reminded me of a boy trying to get another boy, a girlfriend, but then the other boy tries to steal the other boy's girlfriend. LOL. He's trying to, I think what they say, he's trying to break the bro code. He ain't trying to do that. That's not a good friend, not a good boy. But yeah, man, that's pretty crazy when you think about that. But yeah, we get Liv and Zelina. These girls have a solid match. I mean, it was kind of meh. Like, it was predictable in a way because, like, you knew that Liv was gonna win, and then you had freaking Rhea following Carmella outside, and Carmella literally sitting on Corey Graves' lap. Like, again, like, come on, really? Like, they're gonna do the same BS at Mania, and then we all know what's gonna happen. Like, but yeah. So obviously Zelina is not happy about that. So I think we already know what this is gonna lead to, man. Zelina's probably gonna beat up Carmella at Mania and leave her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because let's be real, this woman tag team champs things, it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm not saying it's getting old, but it's getting old. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't. A lot of their tag teams are just randomly put together. They're not like legitimate. But that's a whole new video. But Liv Morgan gets the win. She hits, she counters and drops, Vega, so she gets the win there. Now we get Seth Rollins comes out the ring. First off, I don't know why WWE, like, they make the wrestler come out, and then the wrestler literally, like, they do these commercials, and then they do this little promo. Like, we went to commercial, then we saw the promo with Brock Lesnar, Roman, and MSG. And it's like, you got Rollins literally standing in there for a good 18, 20 minutes. Like, I don't know why WWE does that. I really don't know why. Like, I don't know why they can't just do all that stuff. Go to commercial, do those little promo packages, and then have Seth Rollins come out. Like, I don't get it. But anyways, that's a little nitpick. It's not a, I don't want to turn this into a huge problem, but to me, that's just a small little nitpick that I have. But Seth Rollins comes out, man, and he's like, I got a plan, man. I got a plan. Like, I know what I'm going to do for Mania. I know what I'm going to do. Kevin Owens, I need you to come out here. And Kevin Owens is like, all right, Rollins, I'm here. I'm live. I'm in living color. What's up? Like, what's going on? And Rollins is like, dude, bro, how about, I know you're hosting the KO show with Austin, and KO's like, yeah, you're right. But what if I have a talk show? Like, freaking speaking with Seth Rollins. Or I can bring back the Rollins report. I know it's been a while since I've done the Rollins report, but if I can bring that back, we can maybe work something out. And Owens is like, dude, like, bro, you're my friend. You know, I love you. I love you. You're my brother. I love you. You're my brother. But like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I have Austin. You don't. Like, do something else. Like, you don't. I have Austin. You can't just come out here and just say, oh, I want Austin. Like, no, I had Austin. I had the idea first. Austin's coming for me, not you. So, you know. So this leads to them arguing, going back and forth. And then Sonya's like coming out and like, here's what we'll do. We'll have a match. Owens, you will fight Rollins. And if Rollins wins, then he will replace Owens at WrestleMania. So Owens is clearly pissed about this because he's like, dude, again, like, it's just, you know, it's, come on. What do you think of Edge's theme song? Rachel Buck, I will get to that right in a minute. As soon as we get to Edge's stuff, I will give you my thoughts on Edge's, new theme song. The Mysterios, Cedric, and take on Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin tag team match. Playa. This is a solid match. The Mysterios get the win, hit the big splash on Cedric, and you do see Logan Paul and The Miz by ringside, and they attack the Mysterios afterwards, but Logan ends up being surrounded by the Mysterios. They try to fight him. Well, they do fight him back. They drop him in position for the 619, and they try to double it, but the Miz pulls in the safety. So, yeah, that was that. I didn't, that's probably I really wouldn't call Logan Paul a celebrity. I don't want to go too far, but I don't think there's a lot of celebrities out there that are just not likable. They're so fake. But that, again, this is Raw. I don't want to get into all that, but we get it before we get to Edge. Congrats to Queen Sharmel's Hall of Fame induction. I know Kurt Angle is really happy about that. If you know what I'm saying, people, yeah. But nah, man, we get to Edge. You think you know me? Rachel Buck again. It looks like the Miz is both on NXT and Raw. Well, I mean, I would probably call his NXT run, his NXT thing, a one and done thing. He's only gonna be on there for one night. He's interviewing Dolph, and that's about it. So yeah, but that's really why he's there. But but we get Edge coming out to the ring, and Edge's new theme. I forgot what theme song it is. I know it's by Alter Bridge. I forgot what song it's called. Maybe someone could tell me in the chat, but it's pretty good. I wasn't expecting, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting Edge to get new theme. Like, he, even when he was a heel, back in the day, he used that theme song, like, on this day I can see clearly. Like, I know that was terrible singing, but like, it's true. Like, when he was a heel back in the day, he used that song. So it was like, but this Edge, you can tell this heel Edge is different from the Edge that we saw when he was feuding with like John Cena, for example. So Edge calls himself the benchmark of the WWE, and he's realized that over the past few weeks what he really is. And what he really is that he is better than everyone. That it's a given, he's better than all the fans, but he's better than every person in this industry. It's taken him some time since returning 2 years ago to show this, but the Edge who returned was weak as he focused on appeasing the fans. But Edge says he's now realized that the fans just don't matter to him. He recalls some of his losses, talking about his feud with Randy Orton, Rollins, and then that Aquaman cosplayer who can't lace his boots, Roman Reigns. Edge basically said that if that Edge fought AJ would leave him in the dust, but Edge is dead now. Here is Edge sitting on the mountain of, I don't even know what he was saying there, but he basically sits on this mountain, this throne. Everyone looks down on him. He won't be judged by the fans, anyone in the locker room, and certainly not by you, AJ. So, yeah, And then Edge ends the promo. This is a great promo from Edge, by the way. But then again, it's Edge, one of the best to ever do it. So, yeah, great promo from Edge. But Edge says that if AJ makes it to WrestleMania with two generation talents in the ring, he will be judged. So, yeah. And like I said before, Edge is new theme. It's pretty good. Obviously his old one is golden, but like this new one, it's not bad. I know everyone's like, oh my god, his new theme is bad. It's okay. Okay, so we have Bianca Belair versus Doudrop. You seriously couldn't do Bianca versus Nikki ASH? Like, no offense to Doudrop, because like Bianca showing her strengths of fury against Doudrop is nothing that will never get boring. But it's like these women have faced each other. They feuded so many times. They literally had one last match where it was called the final chapter, and you're not gonna end it. Like because Nikki ASH was there. You could have Nikki ASH fight Bianca while Doudrop just being by ringside. Um, it's like we haven't seen Bianca and Nikki ASH fight before, or at least in a long time. But like Bianca and Doudrop, they've been fighting each other for like months on end. You don't want to make Bianca Belair and Doudrop the new Randy Orton and John Cena, where they're literally facing each other millions and millions of times. You know what I'm saying? But then again, Doudrop might be Bianca Belair's like next opponent when she wins that title, like probably after Becky's done with her. But yeah, man, these two women go on to have, this was a pretty good match though, man. Like I said, Belair displaying her strength with Doudrop on her shoulders, nailing the KLD like that never gets old. Bianca gets the win, but we see Becky Lynch, man, coming by ringside, and she sends Belair into the steel steps, and then she slams her face first into the announce table, and then she hits her face first into a standing steel chair. So, Lynch then wraps Belair's head in the chair and uses her hair and the chair in the ring post. So Lynch was just beating down on Bianca. Like she was beating the brakes off Bianca, man. Like she was trying to make sure Bianca does not make it to Mania whatsoever. So yeah. And speaking of Becky Lynch, we have number one Becky fan. Rest in peace. Number one Becky fan. Hey, babe, remember me. Becky fan, I expose. Don't make me expose you for who you truly are. You don't want this, Becky. You don't want this, Becky fan. And I know what you're trying to do here. You're just a troll. Hey man, hey man, don't make me expose you, player. All right, don't. Anyways, let me move on, man. I don't want to get in. I don't want to. I don't want to get all NWO. I don't want to get all Scott Hall on you, Becky fan. Chico, I don't want to get all up on you like that. But speaking of getting up all on like that, we had the RK Bro Championship celebration, and usually when it comes to these type of things, championship celebrations, they don't, well, celebrations in general, like the Festival of Friendship, they tend to not go so well. But this was pretty good. Orton says he tried his best, but as you can see by the way the party was planned, he's not that good as a party planner. But he talks about WrestleMania, and he says that this WrestleMania will be his 18th, and he thinks that this will be his best because he's never been tag team champion, but he's also never had a partner or a friend like this, which I actually laughed because I was like, so I guess Evolution was a joke to you then. But anyways, let me move on from that. But Riddle's like, Randy, this is the greatest night of my career, and who decides to crash the party? The Street Profits. And they're like, basically, man, they're just like, Orton, Riddle, we want a match at Mania, dog. And Orton's like, dog, like, we beat y'all already. You like, it's over, it's done with. Like, we don't need to do this anymore. Like, this sucks. All right, like, get out of here with all that stuff. Like, how you guys gonna come in here and tell me what to do? Like, nobody, including WWE champ and CEO Vince McMahon, nobody, Undertaker, nobody tells me what to do. And Ford and them is just like, yeah, let's go, bro, because let me tell you something, man. Like this party like sucks. Like, it sucks bad. Now Riddle's like, hey man, like don't disrespect my boy like that. If you want a match, you want a war, you're gonna get it because you gonna get it. So yeah, expose what you. I'm not gonna. Good friend, man. CR21, depressed Knicks fan. Yo, what's up, my dude? I finally watched Raw and was let down. No Cody. Well, you weren't the only one, my friend. You weren't the only one. Everyone says W2K22 keeps on crashing. Yeah, my cousin got the game and he said he didn't really like it. So, and he told me that trail. He was like, yeah, man, I don't really like it. So, Scott Hall passed away. Yeah, we saddest news, sad news, man. That hit me hard, man. That hit all of us hard, really. I mean, it hurt, man. Rest in peace, Scott Hall, legend. Get back to the show here, about 26 minutes in. So Riddle, so the match is made official, but Riddle's like, I'm still not done with you, boy. So you and me gonna go at it tonight. So we get a Montez Ford and Riddle match, and this was actually a pretty good match. Riddle does get the win by DQ because who comes out? Alpha Academy. A thank you. Sorry, I was not good, but yeah, Alpha Academy come out. So looks like we're gonna get a triple threat tag team match player for the Raw tag team titles again. Street Profits, RK Bro, and Alpha Academy, which I don't mind because I ain't gonna lie, like the tag team match they had on Raw was pretty good. So like, yeah, this one should be pretty good as well. And again, we get Scott Hall tribute, and man, poor Corey Graves, man. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Corey Graves, like, poor guy. I mean, he was just like emotional. Like he was really trying to hold it in. If you go on Twitch, you can watch people play in W2K22. That is cool. I will check that out for sure. Wonderful tribute package, for the Razor, man, for the bad guy. And one thing I'm glad that he got like inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I'm glad that people were giving him his flowers. Because that's the one thing about a lot of people, like, it's not until they die when you finally start to, give them their flowers. So the fact that they gave him, his stuff, his flowers and stuff, right before he passed, that's good. It hits right here. Hits right here for sure. Who's Sasha Banks wrestling at WrestleMania? Sasha Banks is teaming up with Naomi, and she and Naomi, so Team Bad, if you didn't know, they were Team Bad with Tamina Snuka, but that was like 2015. But Sasha's teaming up with Naomi, and they're wrestling Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Queen Zelina and Carmella, and it's going to be for the women's tag team titles playa at WrestleMania. I forgot which night it was, but yeah. All right, we get the main event. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. This is a really great match, I thought, between the two men, man. That saw Kevin Owens get the win. And like the commentator said, man, Seth Rollins officially has pretty much nowhere to go for Mania. Unless, the rumored match is that he is a part of the U.S. title match. So, yeah. But, yeah. Like I said, man, overall, tonight, to me, was just, and maybe a part of it, because, like, a part of me had that feeling like Cody wasn't going to come to Raw tonight. I know everyone was like, oh, is Cody showing up tonight? But it was just like, is he really? Like, is he really showing up tonight? Like, I just don't see it happening. Yeah. And I think another part of the reason is, well, because of Scott Hall too, because like Scott Hall, man, like this, honestly, the whole day my mind has just been like, with this Scott Hall news, it was just like, man, like, and then hearing about, because like people were people were already like saying RIP and stuff, and I was like, but he's still alive, you know. But you know, they just said, well, they took him off life support. It's just, at the end of the day, I just hope that Scott Hall, the bad guy, you know, he found some comfort, you know, that he's no longer suffering, that he's in a place where he is no longer suffering. So yeah, Scott Hall, one of the all-time, and it sucks, man. It sucks seeing a lot of these legends like Eddie Guerrero, you know, Macho Man Randy Savage, you know, Bruiser Brody, Paul Bear. I know he wasn't a wrestler, but it's Paul freaking Bear. You know, Bobby Heenan. Just seeing all these legends just pass, it sucks. Crap, dude. Like, it sucks. But that's part of life. You know, death is something that's gonna happen. And I don't want to make this a sad review, but I mean, it is true. So anyways, I appreciate you all for tuning into the Monday Night Raw live stream. I know a lot of people were, again, thinking they were going to hear, whoa, you're on, whoa. Well, you didn't, so sorry. I had to end the review off on a good note. Good evening, Philly 17. Hope you're having a great night, my man. Well, it's night over here. It's freaking past 11:30, but yeah, good evening to you, my good sir. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I might go live again tomorrow for NXT. Yes, I will be doing NXT tomorrow. Either I'm gonna go live or not. I probably am gonna go live. You know, I never done an NXT live review. I did a Raw review this live stream, and then I did a SmackDown one, and now, you know, I got to do one for NXT. And I did one for AEW. So, yeah. Scott Hall, you will be missed. RP, NWO, for life. Ayo. Philly 17, man, this breaks my heart. Scott Hall was a hella wrestler. I watched him in his ladder match against Shawn Michaels, why I started watching wrestling. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Yeah, man, it sucks. Like, and, you know, dude, that's why I'm glad that we have stuff like the network, well, Peacock, so that we can go back and watch it. 'Cause I was literally, like, looking at some of the clips of Scott Hall, like, some of the stuff he did, you know, like, his matches with, like, the 1-2-3 kid, you know, some of his promos, his Hall of Fame speech. It sucks, man. And I know, hold on, let me show y'all something here. But yeah, it you know, it sucks. You know, it sucks, man. Losing a legend like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It sucks, man. Like losing these legends like that, man, it sucks. It sucks. You know, this is Hogan.
Hey, yo. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate every one of you Hulkamaniacs for life, brother. A short while ago, a good friend of mine just passed away, Scott Hall. So in Jesus' name I pray, thank you, God, for taking care of my brother. He took care of me when I was down and out, and everybody thought Hulkamania was dead. Scott Hall resurrected me. He put me back on the map. I love him so much I can't even explain it to you. He had a bunch of faults. Hello? He had a bunch of faults, but he was a good guy. I just want to let everybody know here. I just want to let everybody know here tonight that he's in our thoughts
your help. We tried to budget.
No, yeah. Anyway, I just want everybody to know that he's in our thoughts and prayers tonight. And he just passed. I had a real hard time getting my act together and getting over here. But I love you too, baby. But bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Okay? So, for the original bad guy, Scott Hall, that took, hey, yo, is right, mother. For the original bad guy that took Hulk Hogan and taught Hollywood how to be a bad guy, I got nothing for love, for life, brothers, all right? So the last thing I have to say is thank you once again. And I got to do this because he's the guy, he's the man. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Rattlesnake, in honor of him. There's been a bunch of controversy because I said Ric Flair was the greatest wrestler of all time, but it really could be Stone Cold. And we're ready to party now because if Scott Hall was here, he would party with us. Believe me, he would party all night long, brothers, believe me. So, yeah, in honor of...
He's here.
Yeah, he's here, brother, he's with us. So in honor of Stone Cold, total respect, we're getting ready to rock this house, so... Anybody want to party? Give me a damn hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
Yeah, so that was basically Hogan's, tribute to Scott Hall and stuff. So I just wanted to share that, because I know everyone was like, Nash put out his tweet, Triple H put out his tweet. And I know everyone was like, oh, where's Hogan at? Nash put out his tweet, and everything. Oh, where's Hogan? Hogan's part of NWO too. So, well, there you go. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Y'all live every day like it is your last, man. That's what we got to do. Because, we don't know. We don't know. Death is something that we all have to eventually face. And we have to live every day like it is your last. And I think for Scott Hall, because we can, he lived on this earth for 63 years. So, I think Scott Hall, for the 63 years he's been on this earth, could say that, hey, you know what? I lived my life with no regrets. So, yeah. All right. But anyways, make sure, man, y'all like, well, I don't even want to say all that, but still, make sure y'all like, comment. If you want to, man, subscribe to the channel. We got some great stuff coming out. WrestleMania's coming up. We got NXT, I know tomorrow, AEW. I don't really have nothing planned for Thursday, but SmackDown Friday and all that good stuff. So this has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.